Welcome to The Real Authority. Did you even know that Distant just came out? Be real here. This movie was shelved by Universal nearly a year ago, in which I noticed the release date, and it happened to be the release date, and it just didn't come out. I thought it was like tax written off or something, which is something that I never want to happen to movies. We already talked about Coyote vs. Acme a few months ago. Well, not me in particular, but I mean in terms of everybody else. Everyone talked about Coyote vs. Acme and its shelving. When I heard about Distance, I was so interested in the premise, and the fact that they seemingly removed it from existence was kind of concerning, especially considering the fact that I am one to think that no matter the quality of the movie, every movie deserves its chance. So Distant disappearing concerned me. And it was only until today when I looked at my Google feed that I found out it actually secretly dropped on Hulu. Like legit, I was surprised that they did that. I was in the middle of binging the Christopher Reeve Superman movies and suffering through 4, because let's be real, it sucks no matter what. And as much as I wanted to do a Superman ranking, I literally thought to myself, hey, Distance free. Do I want to waste my time with something I already hated, or do I try something that I actually want to see? So no, The Real Authority will not rank every single Superman movie in existence. Spoiler alert, the last would probably be the movie I turned off. Anyhow, let's talk about a film that hopefully doesn't suck. Anthony Ramos plays an asteroid miner who crash lands on a mysterious planet. With little oxygen and no idea where he is, he treks this mysterious planet to find the only other survivor, played by Naomi Scott, and try to find their way out of there. Also, before getting into it, crazy title change. Distant would have been a better title than Long Distance. On print, it's Long Distance. I don't know, I thought I might as well tell you that I prefer to call it Distant. I don't know what I'm going to name the video yet. I mean, starting with the positives, acting is really good. I mean, there are more than 2 actors in here, but Anthony Ramos and Naomi Scott are the ones that lead the charge, and they do incredible work. I was amazed at how both of them brought a lot to the table while also providing surprising emotional depth to their characters. Like, I didn't know what to expect from this movie, considering the fact that it didn't even release a trailer before shelving it, so I had to find out for myself. It's a lot of things, but both actors managed to bring a lot of gravitas to their characters in each field. I was invested in seeing how Andy and Naomi find their way out. Yes, Naomi Scott plays Naomi. Josh Gordon-Wilbeck's directing was surprisingly strong. I'm shocked that they shelved this. This feels like a big tentpole movie. While telling a relatively grounded story, it was very impressive to see both of them find that divide in their directing styles. Also, gorgeous cinematography from Jeff Cutter. I mean, the movie does utilize CGI heavily, but it still looks gorgeous. It looks like it's an actual wasteland instead of actors being on a green screen, so I have to commend them for that. Spencer Cohen's screenplay was also strong, complementing the directing and the cinematography very immensely. It contains a lot of horror and suspense moments. Actually, no, that's most of the movie, but it also surprisingly manages to balance more dramatic and comedic elements into here. And it surprisingly works for the most part. It doesn't take away from how truly scary the movie gets. Like, it's never a horror masterpiece or anything, but you do feel investment in the main characters, especially as they trek through this situation. Like, the movie does not try to explain a lot of things, as it tries to place you in this situation that the characters are in, cemented by how intense the opening scene is. You don't know anything about how this movie's gonna go from the opening scene. You're just there, you're trying to figure out how Andy's gonna survive, and you're just invested the way through from there. So it does very well in that, but I was incredibly taken back by how much suspense the movie has. Plus, the movie's not that long, 1 hour and 29 minutes, which could have seemed like a very short runtime in retrospect, considering the fact that some of the movies I've seen this year that have a similar runtime fail, for the most part. I'm happy to say the pacing here is pretty much perfect, and its simplicity does lead to a very effective plot that I was not expecting. Also, the CGI is pretty great. Yeah, maybe some lines of dialogue are corny, and maybe there's one pointless character. I'm not sure if that's gonna factor into the score. But overall, yeah, check out Distant, or Long Distance, whatever it's called. I'm just gonna call it Distant. It's just the better title. I know it says Long Distance on print, so I guess Long Distance, I don't know. I don't know if my words can really capture how magnificent this film was. Like, I'm not saying it's a masterpiece or anything, but it pretty much does everything right and everything well. I just had a really good time with it, and I would definitely recommend seeing it on Hulu. Should have gone to theaters, though. Seriously, this would have worked. All I'm saying is check out this underrated gem. Real Authority approves.
Hold up, I forgot about one character that kind of brought the movie down. As I said, one character was mixed, so I'm going to change my 10 to a 9 because I remembered him and he added nothing.
That's it for the video. You should definitely check this out. I didn't want to let it go under the radar. So yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and let me know what you thought about it if you do wind up seeing it. Hopefully this review encouraged you to do so. Anyhow, I will see you guys next time. Peace.